Hello, wearestelmosfire. My name's Chris. Just to give you some background about myself, I graduated in 2011. I got a degree in English, so naturally I'm using that to work in IT, because that makes sense. So like Alyssa, I'm not entirely new to vlogging. I started a collab channel a couple years ago with a friend of mine, and we call that channel English Major Stalking. It's just sort of a back and forth since we were both English majors. And I also have a channel called Chris Never Sings, where I post videos of playing guitar and singing. I also have a Tumblr and a Twitter if you do that sort of thing. Between all four of those, none of them really get updated that frequently, but I will see if I can get all of those links put in the video description because I want to make your internet stalking as convenient as possible. So as far as what drew me to this channel, I met Maya just really a few months ago. I got invited to a party at her and Sarah's place. I did not know them, they did not know me and my wife. We just got invited there. I'm not entirely sure how that worked. But anyway, eventually we got to talking about VidCon, which I went to last summer. And then Maya mentioned that she was a nerdfighter, and we started talking about the different vloggers that we watched and all of the different things we wanted to do, and we exchanged channels. And conveniently, shortly after we did that, she posted a video looking for new contributors to the channel. And one of the things that drew me to the idea of this channel was what Alyssa mentioned on Wednesday, that if you have a group of people doing something, it's a lot easier to keep going with it. It's sometimes really easy to start something and then just never get around to finishing it. But before I go any further, I should probably talk about the movie, wearestelmosfire, which I just finished watching like 10 minutes before I made this video. So Maya had suggested that the newcomers watch wearestelmosfire, or at least read a synopsis of it, and say which character sort of appealed to us the most. And as I was watching the movie, that became harder and harder to do because, well, those characters are deeply flawed in a lot of ways. And that's okay, because it's a coming-of-age story, and they're supposed to have flaws, or else there's no point. But it kind of made me feel like the real question was, what flaw can you most closely identify with in postgraduate life? And it was really hard to relate to any of them specifically, because they all had a really good mix of things that you liked about them and things that you didn't like about them. And they were good characters because of that, but they weren't necessarily people that you'd want to say, I'm like that guy. And in terms of flaws, strangely enough, I found myself identifying most closely with Leslie. And I don't want to say that she's a boring character, but she doesn't really do that much. I mean, all of the other characters, their flaws are all things that they think they have figured out that they don't. Throughout the movie, Leslie is the only one who struck me as sort of not having any plans. Like, she was just sort of going along with things. And she says at least twice in the movie that she wants to do her own thing, but she doesn't really seem to know what that is or how she's going to do it. And the only thing that finally drives her to change is an external force, which is Alec pushing her and being, you know, just a jerk. So that's what I took from it. I'm the kind of person who really needs that external force to motivate change, which again comes back to joining this channel and getting to work collaboratively with other people. Great first video. So that's pretty much all I have for you right now. I'm looking forward to getting to know everyone on the channel and doing stuff and having cats run under my video. Yeah. Hope you guys had a good week, and I will see you soon.